Sonic Summer Nights 2024,
2025, episode 2,
episode 2.
After Hours.
So,
Special guest tonight, Rob
special
Sherman.
guest.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. So, Rob had won our end of year, our 2024 overall winner for the year, for the whole year for Sonic Summer Nights. So, I wanted to bring Rob on and talk to him about, kind of where you got your start, where your cars came involved in your life, how you came into Sonic Summer Nights and found us, and yada yada, and then talk about the Devco truck or Divco.
I think one of the first shows I went to was one that Kamikaze come to.
Oh, really? Yeah, that was good. That was a big one.
That was a big one. Let him do a big, old, nasty burnout down through there.
We got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
The chief called me on Monday.
But as far as the Devco goes, I was wanting something that I can go somewhere and there's not any others of it.
Yeah.
And my wife and I just started looking for stuff, and we kind of was looking at international metros, and then we ran across to Devco, and so we were on the search.
Yeah.
We went to Illinois and picked one of them up, and we went to Louisville, Kentucky, and picked one of them up, and the one I built is from Kansas.
Really? So it took 3 to put this one together, or the 2 junk and this one was okay?
Well, one of the others is good, but it's a 115-inch wheelbase, and this one's a 100-inch wheelbase, and it's shorter and rounder and cooler. And
Yeah.
It's got a good look.
so
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's a neat ride for sure.
She didn't know quite why I needed 3 of them, but when I seen this one, I was like, well, I got to have this one because this is what I really wanted.
I guess this is where we're supposed to be from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what happened with the other 2 then?
One of them's got some parts on that one, and the other one's pretty well complete.
Yeah.
For sale?
Yeah,
How much?
3,500.
Really? Totally rusted out?
It's got some good green and yellow and white patina on it, but it ain't rusted out.
Huh, I'd like to see that. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's no motor, no tranny in it.
Right.
It'd be a good billboard.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. What's the build on on that truck?
So I started off with a 4.5-inch grinder and went completely around the inside of the truck, cut all the floorboard out, cut all the dash out, had it up on the rack, had some braces in it, and I cut a S10 chassis down to 100-inch wheelbase, rolled it underneath there, set the rack down, kicked the arms out, set it down on 1-bys, and started building cross members.
Really? Yeah.
And built all the floor and all the dash. Dash is made out of like 2-inch exhaust pipe and then flat steel.
Nice.
How many hours? Over 40?
Yeah. I worked on it pretty well August of 23 to August 24 every weekend.
So that felt really good whenever you won Truck of the Year
Yeah.
on something you just put together.
That was the very first night it was out.
Wow.
That's the first time it ever been out, huh? Really?
First.
Yeah.
But
When-
mom was happy when you got home, huh?
Yeah. Wednesday I drove it up the road and seen that it can run under its own power. So
Yeah. Speaking of power, what power's in it?
it's a 6-liter, just a stock LS motor.
Yeah. Transmission?
4L80E.
Nice.
We gonna look at upgrades, maybe a Pro Charger anytime soon?
Well, a lot of people see that blue one that's on drag week and think that I ought to put turbos on it and pack the wheels like that one does. But
I don't know if they're wrong.
Corey does love wheel stands.
That's got to be a wild ride at a 100-inch wheelbase, though.
yeah, it's weird feeling because you're way back there in the middle of the truck
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's pretty cool. what rims in it?
9-inch.
Yeah. Nice. Gotcha. And
And I think it come from Bias, I think.
oh, really? Yeah. Gotcha. Did what's the interior setup in it?
So the back panels are some wood flooring that my brother had left over on a job,
Yeah.
and I insulated the panels, got a vintage air in it, so it's nice and cool in the summer. Real hot summer day, it stays good and cool.
Yeah.
And got Kenworth, their legacy air ride seats in it.
Yeah.
So,
That was semi truck, big
Yeah.
truck. Yeah. Very nice. That's
so
awesome.
between the air ride bags and the air ride seat, you
Yeah.
just kind of glide down the road.
Just kind of floating the whole time, pretty
Yeah.
much, huh? Yeah. How'd you get started in cars?
I went to Lynn Tech for auto body,
Okay.
and I enjoy doing it as a hobby. I don't know if I would enjoy doing it as a job. So
Yeah.
when I graduated from Lynn Tech, I went to work as a mechanic in Columbia on Monday,
Oh, okay.
and never had a job as a body work or building cars other than just general mechanic.
Right. Yeah.
So,
You do quite a bit of metal work too, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah. So to get a center console for my car, if it ever runs to get to your shop, I'd have a center console in there. He builds really good center consoles. So
Really, you're the center console guy in mid Missouri, huh?
I don't know about that.
About to be.
we can keep you busy.
What's a center console run these days?
All kind of depends on how radical you want to get.
5 to 1500 probably.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
get something done for that.
That sounds like get done cheaper then.
Flash his number up on the screen. Call for your center console.
Ringing off the hook.
All your center console.
Well,
needs
they
one.
wouldn't be able to miss him if they found him at Sonic driving that. He'd have the only one there.
So is this your very first full build, or
No, let's see, I built a 40 Ford pickup that had a 496 and a 4-speed in it, aluminum heads. I sold it. I built a Model A sedan. Helped a buddy of mine build a 67 Chevy 2. We built a 67 Mustang for a guy in Kansas City. We did Greg's Camaro a few years back.
Also a Sonic Summer Nights winner.
And Tony's Demon, which has been there. I don't know if you got any pictures of it.
It's that green one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been there. I mean, I'm sure there's pictures somewhere in there.
Might be deep.
Yeah, it might be deep. Yeah.
And then we built, well, buddy of mine, my renter, S10 pickup, the mats.
Yep. Yeah.
It's nice, clean.
Yeah, it's a clean truck. Yeah,
clean
that's pretty.
truck.
And what's you have another car as well, don't you?
68 Chevelle.
68 Chevelle. Yep. And you did all the metal work. Did you put the ground kit on it?
Well, ground kit was a sheet of metal.
Yeah, and then all hand built by
Yep.
you. Yep.
Yep.
There you are with the
Look at that stud.
It's the drive shaft out of Jim Howe's wrecked '69 Camaro, I believe, off of No Prep Kings.
wow?
So it was.
I clear coated it to maybe cut back on the fiber getting all over you all the time.
Yeah.
Every time you look at it, you get fiberglass in you.
The first time I picked it up, one of those carbon fiber pieces went through my hand, and I was not impressed. Yeah.
So whenever you put that body on there, you made it look like it's laying frame, but it still rides pretty smooth, or did you actually lower it?
The
Is it stock suspension travel?
chassis is, the front A-arms is 3-inch longer wide A-arms. So Fat Man Fabrications makes a kit to where you can get 3 inches wider.
I see.
So it gets your wheelbase out there where
Nice.
a normal vehicle would normally be instead of a S10 being real narrow.
I got you.
Nice.
Also makes more clearance for those wide wheels to turn up there. The
Right.
S10s are pretty small
Yeah.
pickups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the specs on those wheels?
The fronts are 9s by 20, and the rear is 11 by 20.
Nice. Yeah. No cowhide
Headliner.
headliner.
Yeah, I got a little bit of grief over that. We were at Springfield swap meet, and here I come walking up with a cowhide, and everybody's like, "What are you doing with that?" I said, "That's going to be a headliner."
It's a milk truck. It needs
It
a
did
milk
not
cow
work.
headliner.
That is fair. Yep.
A buddy of mine's wife, Michelle, she made the vinyl headliner, and a buddy of mine fit it all in there, and then we took it all out, and then she sewed the hide on it, and then we put it back.
Nice. Turned out really good.
We were definitely invading each other's private spaces trying to put that up there.
No personal space inside
No.
of the two people in the back of that thing, huh? And then recently you had a little bit of artwork done on it.
Yes, Charlie, the pinstriper here in Eldon, he did some work on the side of it and wrote on the back of it Low Fat Express.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that looks great too.
Yeah, it turned out awesome.
He did a good job.
I was nervous. He never really showed me any actual artwork he's done. Lots of signs and things like that. And then I talked to Travis, and he goes, "Oh, you ain't got nothing to worry about."
He called me about 4 days ago, and he was like, "So we're still on, right?" And I said, "Yeah, we're good to go." And he said, "Okay." He's like, "My milk truck's at Charlie's place. He's pinstriping." And I said, "Oh, cool." He's like, "Well, I don't really know. I've never seen any of his work." And I said, "He does good. Like I've seen some of his stuff."
Since you won that trophy, do you have a milkshake dance?
Oh, that's awesome.
There's the boys in the yard.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, what's next?
Yeah, what's the next build? or just the last
kind
one?
of in the middle of a '76 Chevy pickup of Greg's.
Yeah.
So
Greg's got that's gonna be your pickup, right? Yeah. What's run down?
Partly mine.
Partly yours. Oh, is it a?
It's more my wife's
Oh,
than
okay.
it is mine.
So you got the Camaro, so she's like, I
Yeah.
need something pretty to
Yeah.
run with too, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys have that problem too?
Yeah, quite
Every time I bring something home to sell and make some money on, my wife's like, "Oh, I like that. Let's keep it."
Right,
Like,
right.
we're out of space.
Well, you're gonna have to build more garages then.
That's right. That's right.
Here we are.
Corey, it's a problem when you're the voice of reason.
I know that.
Speaking of Greg is friends with Bob McCosh out of Columbia and has been amazing in putting the deal together for July 19th's special guest. So Bob McCosh is going to be making an appearance and doing some throttle wax at Sonic Summer Nights on July the 3rd. Hopefully not those throttle wax.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we don't need those.
That looks like Corey going down the track. Usually,
But July 19th, yeah, we'll have Bob McCosh and his top alcohol funny car. So we're very excited about that. Everybody knows how bad I want NHRA cars to come. So
Yeah,
I will tell you that when you messaged me that, I was in my store and my wife was standing there and I started doing my little happy dance and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'll show you in a second. Hold on, I got to go make a phone call."
It's a good
No,
looking
it-
flyer too.
Yeah, that's my brother put that flyer together. So
it took some convincing.
yeah,
Only, we looked at the schedules and they were wide open that weekend, but it still took some convincing only
Yeah.
because of weather,
For sure.
rainouts and makeups and
yeah, it's a grueling
and-
schedule for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think that's the hardest part, and I mean, next to the top fuel cars, they probably run right up there as far as busy as the top fuel
Yeah.
cars are as far as schedule wise.
What's the mile an hour on his car?
I believe those guys are running 550s, 540s, and then at 270.
Wow,
It's moving.
Yeah.
Is he going to make a pass?
there ain't a whole lot of time for mistakes going that fast.
No, that's for sure.
Did you talk him into making a pass out in front of Sonic down the highway?
Travis get in trouble again.
Yeah. We don't need you in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, they'll pull you over.
Years ago, no.
Last year,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
they got me.
was it worth it?
Yeah, I kind of want.
Yeah.
It always is. That's definitely gonna be a fun one. So, and like I said, the variety that we're gonna have this year is pretty cool. So
It
I
is.
think every month something that's a little bit different, and I mean, kind of circles back to why we've gotten to where we are by doing things that are different. So it's been good. But then we got Daddy Dave coming up in May. So I have and you kind of think about things, and you're like, oh, it'd be cool if this would happen, and you kind of get excited. I had the opposite happen. I woke up one morning and I was like, what if the number that I messaged Daddy Dave on was like somebody just jacking with me? And it wasn't even real. Like, yeah, just
Put all these flyers together.
well,
Big
because
crowd.
I had sent him videos and stuff, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I seen the," or he would text me back and say, "Yeah, like, you look," but on Facebook it doesn't show that he's watched it. So I'm like, man, like that'd be messed up. But he actually reached out to me the other day and asking about if we had flyers and stuff like that, and promotional items and whatnot. So
You got your reassurance.
got my reassurance, made me feel a little better. So
Yeah, I mean, I got him on my promotional flyers as well. So I don't know if you've seen that.
he's
but-
going to be here on May 10th. No.
Yeah, Amy, put up the flyer. Yeah, so I have him on May 10th. Oh no, I have on my May 10th deal that I'm giving away one of my spots for front row.
Oh, nice.
For the May 17th deal. So
gotcha, perfect,
I put
yeah.
him on my flyer saying, "Come out here, bring the best car to May 10th, and
Yeah.
you could get a spot."
What's happening May 10th?
Burnouts and Brats. A band mixtapes is playing from 5 to 10, and we're doing burnouts from 3 to 5.
It's going to be awesome.
Here at theraceshop.com, 167 Hayes Drive. And yeah, there it is. So I got Daddy Dave. I'm giving away my spot,
Nice.
front row. So
Awesome.
be front and center, right?
because whenever this whole year stacked out, really do we have a slow weekend this summer?
Not at all.
No.
I mean,
There's not
every
one.
single time, and at the end of the year, you put off more fireworks than Eldon's fireworks show. So it's going to be every event's going to be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. We could almost do fireworks at each event. I mean, we're probably risking fingers at that point. But,
Yeah.
But no, like,
We're already pushing the limits on the fingers.
Yeah, yeah. All of them are going to be. I mean, between what you guys are doing here and back there, and I mean, we've talked about putting on this long cruise and maybe ending up here as well. So
Yeah.
that'll be yeah. I'm excited. It's going to be a good year. But the trophies got finished today. The first two. I sent the picture out. Did you see the picture I sent you?
I did. Yeah, those trophies look really nice.
Yeah.
And so this year, all the trophies are being given away at 7 o'clock on the dot.
7:30.
7:30.
Yep.
Yep. So don't leave early
Don't leave early.
because there's been times that you guys went to give people trophies and they already left.
Darren
And
will not chase you down the highway.
Yeah, and they're so heavy. I hate having to carry them halfway across the show, and then you're not there, and then what do we do?
Next pick.
Next
Your
pick.
next pick.
Yeah. And then you walk the other way.
Yep.
Complete opposite direction most of the time. So
Well, if anybody leaves, you can bring it over to me. And I'll
Yeah,
make
just drop it there.
Yeah.
We'll make it easy.
Yeah.
I was thinking we need a table right at the end of that deal with it sitting there with a spotlight shining down. Right on.
Yeah.
So it
That
just
would
sits
be,
there all night.
yeah, in my spot. The trophy of the night's going to be at my table.
Yep.
And yeah, putting a nice light on it.
Yeah.
That,
So just yep. I like that.
Maybe you could put a clock there that's set at 7:30, so they know.
yeah, a little timer counting down.
Yeah, there we
A
go.
countdown timer. Amy, put that on the list.
And then you can hang it on the wall in here too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
So are you going to be here at the grand opening on the 10th?
Oh, absolutely.
Will the car be ready?
They were wiring it yesterday, so I think so.
So there is a
Putting the new
chance.
switch panel
Are
in
you
there.
trying to win that $500 for the burnout contest?
Not for the $700 in tires I'll have to burn off to get it.
We got other tires.
Do you?
We got
Well,
a tire machine in the back.
We got a
ready
tire
to
machine in the
go.
back.
Ready to
Right.
rock then. Well, then maybe. I like
Yeah.
that idea.
His car's gonna break.
So the so the burnout contest isn't just like oh yeah, we're gonna pick whoever, one of our buddies. There's 5 not random. I picked them. There's 5 judges from different walks
Yeah.
of life that are judging 1 through 9 per judge,
Yeah.
and it's a 30-second standing burnout. And there's a secretary keeping track of who has what points, and
Yeah.
then after 2 hours of burnouts, we're gonna know who the winner is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they're getting a big check hang on the wall.
That's cool. That'd be fun. Like, yeah. What, and then what food truck's going to be here? You know yet? Still booking?
Still booking. Trying to reach out to. I don't know if my girls heard back from him yet. Tilly's Tacos,
Yep.
because I think I'm part Mexican. I love tacos.
I think I might know the guy who partially owns that deal.
Oh, well, it'd be awesome if
They
he would come.
Might be related.
I need to
my
get
wife.
some tacos here.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
No?
Why didn't you tell me that before?
He knows everybody.
Should've called
You
me.
should have known.
Yeah, and then yeah, we need some tacos.
Yeah. I'll see if I can talk to him. Perfect.
So what about this Camaro? Let's hear about your Camaro.
I was going to say, Greg, let's hear a rundown on your car. Greg won Sonic Summer Nights.
Is it silver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the maroon band around it.
Yep.
What year did you win? Same year as the pink Cadillac, actually.
Yeah, I believe so.
That was the
Yeah.
first. That was the first year we did 2 shirts.
Was that
Ooh,
I'm horrible with
3 years ago?
3 years. Yeah.
it's been more than that.
Ever since COVID, I can't keep track of what year is what.
21.
I'm like, I'm not 40 yet, so
Yeah, right.
I got to take the year it is and minus the year I was born. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 37.
Get your phone out so you
Yeah.
can figure it out.
But no, because like whenever we went to do the shirts, her car was pink and yours was
Yeah.
silver. With I was like, we can't do one shirt. Like it'll look ridiculous. Somebody's gonna be mad. So, anyways,
Yeah.
20.
Was it 20?
20?
Yeah, I
20 is when we finished.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, because
It's been a while.
it had your center console in it. Whenever
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
What power
We
plant?
changed it up.
What power plant's in that car?
It's a 632.
Really?
Yeah.
You trying to sell it?
Well, not right at the moment.
I really need a drag car. If anybody's hearing this, I'm looking to run like
Might-
the 5.0 class.
Might sell you the engine.
Nitro steel.
I don't have a vessel to put it in.
Okay.
Surely you got a square body sitting around somewhere.
Oh, I'm trying to be in the 5.0. I'm trying to be fast. I don't think I need a
Oh,
brick.
man. Oh, you,
Oh.
Just, you just hurt me.
So Russell's running the.
Russell, what class you running?
Oh, what do we run the Pro Tree? My truck's a street truck.
That's
but
Pro Tree box deal or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, what are you on a 660
660.
yeah,
with a
Stick
6-speed
shift.
manual?
yeah. How'd you do in that class?
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
No, that's fair.
I had a good time. I will
See,
say that.
I will
Moving
say,
on.
Yeah, right.
Hey, it was there. I drove it on the trailer and off the trailer both times, so that's great.
You weren't at Sonic flipping burgers, so
I was not
you're
flipping
better
I
burgers.
think you won if it loaded itself, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a bad day at the track is better than a good
No, I
day
had,
at work.
had a good
day
time.
at work.
Good
so
time with my buddies. Got to race. Got to hang out.
Yeah.
Didn't break nothing. Didn't cost me nothing. So
It's perfect.
that's a win.
Yep, I like it.
It's a good time.
It is really nice that the drag racing schedule for the 10-5 series lines up perfectly with Sonic, so you can do all of them.
Yeah, it's literally the first year it's ever happened. It's usually always on the third Saturday.
Well, I'm going to talk to Wayne, runs that, about
Larry and Al.
Larry and Al,
Yep.
about keeping that schedule, because I like
It worked
like,
out really good.
We've only been once, but it was a good
It's
time.
a good time. Yeah, it's a good series. So
It's taken me several years to get my wife to schedule vacations and stuff around Sonic Cruise.
it's interesting how many lifestyles have to be changed for our events. My wife's like, we can't get married on this day because it's your car show. It's,
Oh, there
we
it
can't
is.
do this
She
because
did
of your
find
car
it.
show. Oh, perfect. There it is.
Yeah.
I think you should sell that car.
Do you take trade-ins?
I can't sell it. I've had that thing since '85.
Let's hear backstory.
Oh, that price is way up
Let's
there.
hear the story on it.
That car was my stepdad's.
That's right. I forgot
Yep.
about that. Yep.
Yep.
What
Had that thing a long time.
what was it whenever you got it?
When I got it,
Mm-hmm.
it just had a little 350 in it. I drove it to high school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what took it where it's at now?
Lots of metal work.
Lots of metal. Lots of metal
That's
work.
fair. Lots of money. Second mortgage.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it. Drove it through high school, parked, and after high school, and I guess long about when we started tearing it apart, the license plate on it was 92.
Really? The last
Yeah.
time that it had
Yeah.
been on the road, huh?
Yeah,
Really?
so parked it in '92, I guess, and right about the time COVID started, I talked to Rob, and we took it to his shop and started tearing it apart, and couldn't have worked out better, really.
Yeah.
With COVID going on, what a better time to
Yeah, be stuck at home building a car.
stuck in a shop working on a car,
Yeah.
right?
Any problems getting parts at that time?
No, not really.
Yeah. Pretty readily available for that car.
Yeah.
Man, that thing looks
Yeah.
so sweet.
It's a pretty car.
Someday when I make it, I'm going to have a car like that.
That's what it's going to look like right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That quality.
Silver with a black vinyl
Wow.
top, man. It's yeah.
What
I don't know
what
about
was
that
it?
quality,
What was it that made you make the right decision to leave the vinyl top?
I just always thought it was kind of neat. The car was originally, had a vinyl top. I just always thought that they looked pretty cool with a vinyl top. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just kind of liked them.
Yeah.
I
It's
know
rare
they're-
that you
I
see
know-
people keep them.
Yeah, I know they're not always friendly with the metal on a car,
Yeah.
over years, but
Yeah, but we keep them inside now.
that's right. That's
So it don't even matter.
It stays inside, and either in a shop or in a
So
trailer.
it probably gets better treatment than any vehicle you have. So.
Yeah. As Rob can tell you, it wasn't easy putting that on.
Yeah, the
'Cause
vinyl top.
We did it ourselves, and
Yeah.
it was quite the job.
It took
Yeah.
quite a bit of work to talk him into that maroon stripe on the front of it.
It did, because
Really?
it was going to
Somebody
be
wanted
black.
it black. And
Yeah?
I said, every other Camaro out there, white, silver, is going to have a black stripe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do something different.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially means that there was nothing else
And he
moving on the
drug
car at that
and he
time.
drug that out of that can out of a cabinet.
That was leftover paint of my 40 Ford pickup that I painted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a really nice touch of color on that car for
Yeah.
sure.
It is.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
not something you see
Glad we
for
did
sure.
it because
Yeah.
Oh,
it
Amy.
really
Yeah.
did. It's different.
Go to that Camaro on the left. Go left and down one.
Yeah, I've never seen that car.
Yeah, it's see, you see the puddle sitting under it. That's probably why you don't ever see it.
That's normal.
I think you need some more zip ties because there's some wires hanging down.
It's all tucked now. That's what all that race car stuff. You had dump valves and everything else packed under there. So.
Yeah. So we are going to see that car this year?
Yeah, it will. I was going to go pick it up to do the Daryl Bias cruise because the RC panel was messed up on it, so it was just randomly shutting the car off under boost because the car would start shaking. And I was like, "Can I drive it?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we drove it to the dyno." I was like, "Okay, well, if we're doing this cruise, I'm coming and getting it,
Yeah.
and I'll bring it back down so you can rewire." My switch panel hadn't come in, but
I had that same problem with switch panel before in my Chevelle. Every time I go to a donut, I'd be about halfway through it, and they would shut the car off.
the RC panel.
And then, people make fun of me. And it's like, I'm not shutting. It's automatic. I'm not killing it. I'm at $7,000. Like,
Well, that's what he called me, and he was like, "Hey, have you had this car shut off on you?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "We get to 10 pounds of boost, and the car just shuts off. And so then they figured out that that's what that was the problem. So
Does your car have any wire nuts on it?
God no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, neither do mine.
Yeah,
Never.
It probably used to have a bunch.
it probably used to have a whole lot. That's why I don't do wiring. So, or else it would have wire nuts. But Greg, you put that thing down the track yet or no?
Nope.
Yep.
Too
Are,
scared.
are you
Too
going
scared,
to?
Too scared to
Too
tear it
scared
up.
to, yeah, that's fair. I remember you talked about hitting it with nitrous eventually, but it's a good looking car.
What do you think it'd run?
I don't know. I have no idea.
There's Rob.
pretty
Center
heavy.
There's Rob
It's-
Center console.
It's got
right
it's all steel and
That is a nice center console. If you'd like to
Pretty
find out,
you'll take care
I'm
of
going to Kansas next weekend,
it. Okay.
the 2nd and 3rd, and I'll let you know.
I
Can you do it for free?
I wouldn't even charge.
You wouldn't even charge?
I would not charge him to let him know what his car
That
runs.
sounds
All
like
right.
a deal.
What's that car weigh? 3,300?
It's heavy.
34?
Yeah, about there.
Yeah.
Oh, 3,300's heavy?
Lets me know that you think my car's heavy too. I think mine's 3,450.
I guess about perspective. Where are you at? 44, 4,500?
Yeah, probably 4,500.
I just know what kind of stuff we put in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's 3,400 with a big block, so
Yeah.
I mean,
About 33.
33 and change.
About 33.6.
Yeah.
That's
kinda-
pretty heavy for a first gen.
Without me.
Really?
Without me.
What kind of horsepower you think it's making?
You know the engine. I bought it from another guy. It's Andy Beal. We detuned it significantly. I would say right at 1,000
On motor?
on motor.
Yeah. It's definitely spicy.
So probably run low sixes in the 8th?
Well, I'd say easy.
Yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
big block.
I mean, my car went
Well, these
I'll
guys
se-
probably
I'll sell
got...
you one.
at 3,400. My car went 538 at 1,100 horsepower. So you're probably
Yeah.
538? Oh,
There you
man.
go.
There you go.
How much is this big block?
It's expensive.
Amy, can you turn your headphones off, please?
And don't pay attention to the bank account.
Right? Yeah.
Don't look for a while.
Yeah. For a while, they are pricey.
So I don't even need a center console, but I'm like, in my head, I'm building a center console here.
There you go.
I need one now.
Yeah.
After I seen his, I was like, "So who did that?" And he
Yeah.
told me about Rob, and I was like, he's literally saying to my phone as Rob Center Consoles.
So is that fiberglass or what do you...
It's metal.
It's
It's metal?
Yeah.
But it's totally different than
That's
that
the
now.
first one,
That was the first one.
You're talented.
I guess.
I mean, I'm looking at your center console. I'm gonna say you are.
He's like, "You want speakers in it? You want a phone charger in it? You want cup holders? Like you check off the list what you want."
I don't even have a car that would take a center console or a car, but I'm like, I need to get a car now so I can get a center console. What's that gauge? Is that nitrous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always fun. Oh, silly juice.
So, out of everybody coming this year, I think who do you think's gonna get the biggest crowd? Do you think it's gonna be Daddy Dave or Farm Truck and Asian? I think Farm Truck and Asian. They're goofy,
People-
but they bring a crowd.
People love Farm Trek and Asian.
love
They
those
do.
guys.
But
All
man,
the way
like
from
but
kids to-
yes.
Old people.
The other thing is Bigfoot though. Like that's another one
Yeah.
that's got
A lot of kids.
huge response. I mean, people because it covers like all the kids, the older guys from your childhood.
We
you know,
talked
like,
about-
you've seen that truck growing up.
We talked about driving over cars, and did it go any further than that?
It did not. I
So
don't know where we could do it at.
the guy across the street, you said he's really friendly, right? Can we do it on his lot?
We can do it once.
I'm saying I'm gonna donate the cars if you find a spot to drive over them.
I saw you had a bunch of cars out back.
I'm saving them for Bigfoot. Oh, I wonder if I could get somebody here to drive over cars for my party May 10th. No, it'd be better if I save those cars for your show.
I don't know where we're going to do it at, but if we can find a spot,
It's easier to ask for forgiveness as it is permission.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Taco Bell probably wouldn't mind if we did it in the grass, would they?
Probably not. That nice new sod they got, they probably wouldn't mind.
There's gonna be no room. I mean, it is packed out whenever.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be stacked out like that every show this year.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like, I mean, with having Courtney on board and doing all of our, I mean, just the page likes we've gotten and the following we've picked up even, I mean, this year.
Has it
I mean,
increased?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think, with her, with the different events we're doing and the people we're pushing, the things we're pushing, like, I think it's,
14 minutes.
I
So-
think it's definitely grown.
So what about instead of driving over the cars, what if we get up there and set up and have him just pull up on top of two
On
cars?
top of 2 cars.
You know, you don't
Yeah.
have no liability there. I wouldn't think you
I
would.
think we would. Yeah,
It would look good parked there.
yeah. I could talk to Scotty.
Or even if it was just one car and the front tires were up on
Yeah.
it.
Let me talk to Scotty and see
That'd be
if,
kinda
see if
cool.
that's something.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think
would
that'd
say
be
if
too
we
big
took,
of a mess.
I mean, because we could take. I mean, we could do all the pre-work. I mean, you could smash them with your equipment here, bring them up there and set them up, and then
Yeah, just make sure they don't have any glass or anything that's going to fall out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Good to
sharp
go.
stuff mess- yeah.
Roll all the windows.
Let me talk. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll talk to Scotty, see what he says. So that would be pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Because that'd be a cool.
It'd look good in
It'd
the
be a good
parking
photo
lot.
op too,
And just
yeah,
this-
for all the kids.
Just
Kids,
as,
kids taking pictures by
Yeah,
it and
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah, I do. The only thing we do need to do is I need to measure the roof line because I needed to come through the drive-through to get something to drink, so we can.
you know what it kind of reminds me of talking about that?
What's that?
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Whenever that dude shows up with his monster truck at that guy's Ford
Right.
dealership.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like he's talking about going through the drive through. It's like, oh, no.
So are you going to be out there on a ladder to hand him the drink?
I'm
or
not
what's
sure.
the
I was.
plan?
I meant to message Scotty and ask him like, what's the height of that thing, so I can figure out what it's going to take
Get you
to.
some of them claws and don't let put a hat.
Yeah, like I'm gonna need you to hang out this thing or crawl out from underneath it or something. So that's our signature. That's what I tell everybody. I told Dave the same thing. I said you can come and I'll pay you what you're asking, but you have to take it through drive-through and order a drink. So that's something we do. So
It's a free drink, though.
yeah,
It's a pretty good deal.
It's a pretty good deal. Yeah.
Is he bringing the Chevy too?
No, he's bringing the Audi, from my understanding. He said you don't have to tell me I got to drive the car anywhere. It's like you ain't got to threaten me. So he's been good to work with. So
Or you hope?
I
You
hope.
you hope it's him.
I hope it's him.
It'd be funny. It would almost be even funnier if it showed up and it was a knockoff.
Just
Like somebody imitating him.
Yeah.
a 4-door
Like-
Audi. With
Yeah.
Like the farm
the
truck
four-cylinder.
that we have.
Yeah.
We have the farm truck question mark that
Yeah.
comes out
That
sometimes.
comes out, yeah.
Yeah.
They were there the same year, the whatever farm truck they
Yeah.
were there, weren't they? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we finally finished up sponsorship, and we turned so many sponsors away this year. It was crazy. Like I was like, I can't. Like
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I'm out of like I can't do it anymore.
So on a normal night, 300 cars show up.
Yeah.
That's a light night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Light, yeah. 300 to 400. I
And it's free.
all free.
Doesn't cost anybody anything
Show up, have fun.
to come check it out.
Bring a car show or show car, and you get free drinks.
That's
you get
unless-
two
We
Route
actually
44s.
pay you to come.
That's unless you're doing burnouts.
Then it's going to cost you some money. You gotta
Oh,
pay-
No, it
you gotta
does.
pay
I know
those
it
tickets.
does.
Then it might
It cost me about $300.
There you go. So it wasn't free.
Show up, have a good time. We come out. We just got our T-shirt designs back. We're gonna have 3 different T-shirts this year. There's a lime green one, a pink one, and a black one. So we'll have those. Just approve those proofs and put the T-shirt order in. I think I ordered 268 shirts, and then I got youth sizes for Amy.
That'd be a good
I was
start.
like, we need to do this the first show instead of the second. Yeah, so I ordered every youth size. Ordered extras of those. Flyers should be out hopefully this next week. BW Graphics banged all those out, so we're in pretty good shape.
Wow.
Excited for it. Got Magic Dragon next weekend, so we'll be down there passing out flyers and advertising. So. And start hitting some other events to pass out stuff. It amazes me every time I look at that picture, like how far cars are parked all the way
Everywhere.
They
in,
would have
in the
been-
tree line back
yeah,
there.
Yeah, and even like all the way around to, because that road goes all the way around back by the nursing home, and they just piled that whole road all the way up there.
I've never noticed that cars park at that building directly behind the car wash
Nope.
around there. I never knew they parked
Oh,
all
yeah,
back there.
all the way
Ever.
back, yeah.
They're parked in the grass behind there in that picture. That's
They-
crazy.
They would be parked. Well, later in the night after this picture, they were also parked directly across the street in that big open area.
And then all the way down that outer road
Yeah.
to Pizza Hut and across the road at the gas station over there.
Yep.
That was a crazy night.
So if somebody wants to park in that front row, how do they do it?
Get there early or be a sponsor.
Get there early. And what's early?
I had somebody ask me out the other day. He said, I want to park by my son who does sponsor. What time should I be there? On May 17th. And I said,
Huh.
I wouldn't be
Noon.
there any time later than 2 p.m. He said, I'll be there at 1. So hopefully that is early enough.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard, yeah. I mean, because it's graduation that day too. So that kind of sometimes brings a little bit different later / earlier crowd. Some people come later because they go to graduation. Some people go to come to us before they go to their graduation in the evening. So
Right.
For a couple of years, it was pretty light at May because graduation was going on. A lot of people in town would be at graduation, but we're drawn from so far away now, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It's,
matter, yeah.
as long as the weather cooperates, we're
Yeah,
good
we're
to
in
go.
shape. Yeah. So
Seems like every year, everybody just starts showing up
It's
earlier
yeah.
and earlier.
What's
and
funny
earlier.
because we talked about, you bring that up, we talked about like how big, because I own the Sonic Drive-In there with some partners, and we talked about how big it was going to be for the drive-in, and so we were just really preparing, scheduling and staffing and yada yada. But people showed up so early that it ended up being not as big of a day, which was fine. Like we're not in it for the sales, just for that, but all the other businesses, which I love, were extremely busy because it was August. It was August heat. It was hot, so people did go to Taco Bell where they could sit inside and eat, and they went to the Mexican restaurant where they could sit inside and eat, and Pizza Hut and stuff like that. And people were there so early that the front row actually cleared out at 5, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and then more people rolled in and took those spots again. So it kind of had a rollover of people. So because Farm Truck and Asian set up at 11 o'clock in the morning that day, so they went to work. They were like, we're set up. Like, we might as well go to work. So they, started selling.
It also doesn't matter how early you get there. If you come up to the tent before 6 o'clock and you want to get your card punched or you want to buy something or you want your coupons, Chelsea's not going to let it happen. 6 o'clock
She's like 6
or later.
p.m.
So you could still get some cheese balls with ranch,
That's right.
and
you get whatever you want at the drive-in.
But you're not getting a shirt that says Sonic Summer Nights, and you're not getting your card punched
Nope.
till 6.
And I tell everybody, I don't even have the punch.
I like that.
I have a lot of other stuff to do.
I like a schedule.
Yep.
6 o'clock, you
6
get your
p.m.
card punch.
Yep.
7,
Yep.
we're getting trophies.
So we're getting
I think
trophies.
she
7:30
doesn't.
trophies. Yep.
She doesn't trust you with the punch. Is what it
Yeah,
is.
she's like, if she shows up and I brought the punch and I've punched a few, I get a look, and she's like, "You've already started punching." She's like, "You're creating a trend." I'm like, "I'll stop." I was like, "We just need to get you a trailer that like the side opens up, so you can just leave it closed. You can sit in there in the AC, and we're not that big, but yeah, I mean, she brings our kids come, so she gets kids. She has to get them set up, organized, chairs out. They got to get fed.
Hey, there's my kid.
Yep, there's your kid. She's getting very
So
big.
if you win a Sonic Summer Nights, there's 2 winners picked every time.
There's one winner picked each month.
One winner picked each month, and at the very end, there's 2 winners picked
Correct. Yep.
for all the promotions for the next year.
For all, yep. T-shirts, flyers. And we started that. Oh God, what year did we do that the first time?
That was a really good idea.
It was kind of by accident. There was 2 vehicles that we were like,
There was no way we.
there's
could
no
decide
way
between
we
the
can
two.
pick. We
Yeah.
we even asked a handful of other people, like, if you had to pick one of these 2, they're like, there's no way you can
Yeah.
pick
Oh,
one
wow.
or the other.
Yeah. So we
So-
were like, yeah. So that's when we started doing, 2.
It's made it a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's cool from a flyer from a shirt standpoint. Like, it all looks a lot. I mean,
And
looks
it
better.
shows that we do have a lot of variety that comes out.
for sure.
So
Yeah, you can put 2 different. I mean, like the Divco and the.
Yeah.
I mean that, square body pickup. I mean, it's one of the nicest square bodies in the country. And to
So-
have that at our show.
If somebody wins, do they get a special spot for the rest of the year, or no?
Nope.
Okay, but then at the end of the year, that last night, they did get a special
They do have
spot
a
then
spot, yes.
to figure out who the
Put all
actual
5 of them together, and then
and the winners from the previous year kind
Yeah,
of
and the winners from the previous year.
show off some of the nicest cars we've had.
Yep. So
Wow.
and line
I've
them all
heard
up.
something about if I built a console for a guy that I'd get a good parking spot, but I don't know. He's never showed up to get a console built. So
The guy's got to have a running car first.
I don't need it to run it.
We got lots of practice at consoles now.
There we go. Well, it's got a spool in it now, so it's going to be a lot less fun to push around if it don't run. But yeah, so yeah, we're all I think pretty well all set for
May 17th.
May 17th. We're ready to get it rocking.
Daddy Dave.
Daddy Dave, the Daddy Dave. So
We'll see you May 10th here first.
May 10th, yeah, for burnouts, 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
And we got a tire machine in the back if anybody needs to change tires.
Yep. Bring a set to burn off. We'll put some new ones
Yep,
on.
30-second standing burnout.
That's right. I like it. Good deal. Well, it's about wrapped up. So-
When's your boy over here going to get a car? When you busting out yours? Quit playing with it. Just whip it out. Like, you've been talking about getting this car going for how long?
I am getting a lot closer on the wife's Beetle, and then I'll start on my truck.
Like, what do you need? What do you need to get anything out this summer?
I don't know, motivation.
Really?
You either
Like,
gotta
what's it going to take to make it run? Is there motor and transmission in it? Yes or no?
The wife's car runs, yeah.
Oh, well,
I just have the front spindles off of it right now.
I got you. So yeah,
I'll
you
have
get
it at
it.
Sonic.
So what about
It'll be at
the,
Sonic.
what about
May
season?
10th.
The C10? It will happen eventually. I don't.
Did you say someday or Sunday?
Someday.
Oh, Sunday.
The wife's Beetle will be at Sonic this year, though.
I got you.
Such a struggle juggling 2 cars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Struggle is real.
And then your truck's gonna be out this year too, or no? What?
No.
What are you waiting on?
Time.
Corey's money.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's never
Just
enough time.
time.
Yeah.
I
Never
gotcha.
enough time.
What color is it gonna be?
It's a secret.
It can't be
Ooh.
a secret.
It's a
I like
secret.
it. I like a good surprise.
It's a surprise.
He's building it for the show.
I don't even like surprises on my birthday.
He's ready to take another trophy home.
That's right.
So all the trophies this year are gonna be awesome trophies.
Yes, Nate Bell with Freedom Fab Works. I've dropped off a boatload of used, broken parts, anything from a semi to a dirt bike, and he is gone to town. So
Wow.
they're pretty sweet. They're the first 2 I've seen are probably this tall, and they weigh like 40 pounds.
Oh wow.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, starting to get your Wheaties on Saturday
That's pretty
morning.
Wait,
Cool.
so you got the big block, and then you'll sell me a truck for $3,500, right? I can put these together.
There you go.
Do either one of you have a Lenco with a torque converter?
Can you
No.
get a big block in a Devco milk truck
Start where I did.
from the ground up? Right.
I would like to work on this. So when we're off here, I'd like to see some pictures.
I got a few.
Okay.
That'd be quite the milk truck.
I like where this is going.
It would be. Well, I couldn't be the milkman because you're already the milkman. So what would I be?
The milkman's child.
You can be the ice.
Hey,
cream.
Daddy.
You can be the ice cream man.
I like ice cream. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
They also build them for bread. Be a bread man.
Bread man.
I think I like
Since
ice
it
cream better
sounds
than
like-
bread.
Ice
Since
cream.
Travis
sounds
talks
better.
like you got all the bread as
You
far
could
as money goes.
you could have him paint just money blowing in the wind down the side of it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
There's
What
our
do, they, what
dates.
do they call that money? Do you want to say it?
I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Travis, do you know?
Amy's
No, I
shaking
don't.
her head over there.
I'm not saying it.
They call that dunny money.
Dunny money.
That's when you spend money you don't have on things you don't need.
Are you having fun?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But you do it to
That's all.
impress people you really like and to have a good time and to have
Yeah.
fun.
Is Coltrane going to be there at the first one?
They are. Yep, they've already confirmed. They said, "Do we have our spot?" And I said, "Absolutely."
'Cause-
They do like to be in that prime real estate, and we love giving it to them. So
Because I'm out of peach.
hey, you should have told me I'd have grabbed you one.
Oh man.
Hey, Amy, before we wrap up, will you throw the milk truck up out of the email with the new graphics on it?
Oh yes. Podcast room turned out beautiful, by the way. While we wait,
I like that I can see the Divco out there while we're doing it.
right?
Yeah, it's there. Low Fat Express.
That's freaking sweet. And that is by our pinstriper Charlie.
Pinstripe Charlie. Man, he does such a good job.
Does amazing
Awesome
work.
job.
Yeah.
The colors he picked are perfect too.
Like, if I had-
Just seamless.
Yeah, you can't, like, it looks legit.
And I dropped a trophy off to him last week that I needed done for a guy, and legitimately I dropped it off, and he was like, "Yeah, I got it. When do you want it?" And I was like, "I just want to be ready. You want to pick up tomorrow?" And I was like, "I mean, if you want to do it," he's like, "I'll have it done. No problem."
Can you blow that logo up a little bit?
If I had his talent, oh, man.
I'd never be out of the shop.
Yeah.
And genuinely salt of the earth dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Did he put the moon sticker on there, too, or did you do that? The moon eyes?
That's a reflection.
That's right.
Oh. I'm like, I got that same one.
Oh, it's through the glass of the toolbox.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I got that same one. That's, cool.
hilarious.
No, I think
I
that's
kind of gave him the idea, you know, kind of what I was looking at, and his wife said, "You want me to send you progress pictures?" I said, "Nope. I just come next week and I'll take a look at it when I get here."
Yep.
And he said he'd have it done Tuesday, Wednesday. I brought it off last Saturday, and so he said he had a hard time keeping people out of his shop taking pictures.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah. That thing is slick. I would like to talk to you about that. I think Like, my wheels have been turning this whole time on this build that I don't even know what it looks like yet. I'm building it.
It looks like that.
Kind of.
It's a little longer, right?
A little longer, a little taller, a little squarer.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Well, I want to go check it out. I'm glad you guys came. It was great. So after every event, we are going to interview both the winners that have won, or it'll be one winner.
Right, yeah.
So whoever wins on a Saturday, we're going to interview the next week and
Sunday,
kind
yeah.
of see what their story is and what their build's like. So if you're thinking about getting something going and getting it out, just do it. Bring it out, even if it's not done.
Yeah.
Because that, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't.
We had that 50s rat rod. It showed up. They pushed it off the trailer. Like, no transmission, no motor, no interior.
Wow.
The first time it came. And, pushed it out in the yard.
Yeah.
And then he brought it back.
50. I think it's a 55
Yeah.
Chevy.
He
It's a
brought it back
gasser.
brought it back 2 years later, completely finished. And it was cool to see it. I mean,
Yeah.
we had pictures of it, jacked up way in the air with nothing in it, and then we had pictures of it completely finished. And he won 1 month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So
Beautiful car.
Yep.
get your project done, get it going. May 17th is the first one.
We'll see you there.
Yep.
Stop making excuses.
I'm sorry.
That was a slam to you. I got that.
No, 100%.
Okay.
It was eye to eye contact.
Yeah, I had him.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Clap for Courtney. No, you got a loud clap. She can't hear me.
A clapper.